The detective says Jordan's friends told him the teen was not in possession of a firearm and Davis did not have anything in his hands at the time of the shooting. Yesterday evening, I caught up with Michael Dunn's attorney to talk about the case.
We don't have to prove there's a gun in the car. That's been the misnomer from day one. All we have to prove is that Mr. Dunn had reasonable fear that he was going to be imminently in danger of his life or great bodily harm.
As we read further into the affidavit, the detective also talks about witness statements and says one person who saw the apparent argument over loud music, quote, heard the white male, who we now know is Michael Dunn, say, "You are not going to talk to me like that," before firing at least 9 shots into the passenger side of Davis's SUV. Investigators say as Dunn was shooting, the driver of the SUV drove away into a nearby parking lot. Then Dunn and his fiancée drove off. The boys returned about 90 seconds later and called 911. Dunn didn't.
He left the scene only because he was afraid that they were going to come back and either retaliate and shoot him or come back with other people.
Attorney John Phillips is representing Jordan Davis's family in a civil suit. He believes the evidence from this affidavit proves that Michael Dunn was not acting in self-defense and is guilty of what he's charged.
He basically told the boys, "You're not going to talk to me like this." And, that says it all. This was a man that got angry and for whatever reason resorted to gun violence.
And just a few hours ago, the attorney Phillips, who you just saw there, tells me he actually dropped off a sworn statement at the courthouse to the judge. And in it is one of the boys in that SUV with the Jordan Davis that night, a day after Thanksgiving, asking the judge to continue to hold Michael Dunn behind bars here in Duval County without any chance of bond, because he says he fears for his life if that man is allowed loose, is allowed back on the streets until his trial. He is worried that he could be in danger. Reporting live at the courthouse tonight, I'm Vic Michelucci, Channel 4, the local station.
If you'd like to read this newly released affidavit or the bond motion that was brought up in court yesterday, go to news4jax.com, look under our story, which you'll find under Top Stories.